Aloha, it's your boy Frank, and it is time for The Frank Show. Now, today we are featuring a review. Yes, I have been waiting a long time for this baby, ever since I first played it on my Mac way back when. I have been hooked. Now, I finally got to play it on the Oculus a little ways back, and it blew my mind, and now that it's on PlayStation VR, my life is complete. If you don't know already, I'm talking about Superhot. And it's coming to us straight from Poland, from the Superhot team. Now, I love this game. It is fantastic, so fantastic that I could not wait for it to release in the US, and I made myself a UK account and bought it in the UK. But the people over at the Superhot team are so wonderful. They sent me a key, and you know what? Your boy Frankie's giving it away to you, and guess what? I actually got two Superhot keys. So if you'd like, pause this video, jump down to the description and enter that giveaway, because who doesn't want this one? And we are gonna pick the winner on Sunday during a community video. Now, without any further ado, take a check and look at this review. Alright, new format. Now, I've been scripting all the other reviews in the past, and I hope you don't mind, but we're gonna kick it a little bit more improv, baby. I think it's more fun. I think people respond to it a whole lot more, and your boy Frankie is able to do it, so why not do it? Now, first and foremost, Superhot VR story. Now, there's not a lot of story in here, a bit of text here and there, but really you can fill in your own kind of story. It's an action movie simulator, so hey, act out any fantasy you like, and you know what? It's probably there. Now, on to the visuals. It looks good, you guys. Now, it's not perfect, and there's definitely jaggies, but they do have a pro patch incoming soon, and hopefully that'll solve most of the issues that I have with the game. Now, when I say issues, I don't really see them as issues, but as a reviewer, I have to talk about them. Really, you get wrapped up in a gameplay so much that you're barely paying attention to anything other red, black, and white. Now, audio. Audio is phenomenal. Shooting the gun, bullets whizzing past you, bottles breaking, throwing wrenches, the sound, the music, the beats. They did a wonderful job with the soundtrack on this game. Kudos. Superhot team, you do know how to make an immersive 3D audio experience. Now, on to what everybody is really waiting for, and that's the gameplay. How does this baby play? And as I've been preaching for the most part for a long time, it continues to surprise me and blow my mind what the PlayStation VR is capable of, because this baby plays so great. Now, what you're doing in this game is shooting stuff for the most part. You can punch it also, and you can throw stuff at things, but for the most part, you're shooting things. Now, the catch to this one is when you move, time moves. So if you stand still, for the most part, it moves a little bit because that's life. You do not have any movement of time. So if an enemy's coming at you, you will see them basically frame by frame reach and punch at you, which is pretty awesome. You can dodge out of the way, or you can punch them back, or you could just blast them if that's what you want to do, and you got a gun in hand. Now, there's throwing stars, there's wrenches, there's a handful of stuff to play with. You can toss it up in the air, grab it back yourself, toss it out at them, and it's too much fun. Now, picking things up, all you gotta do is press the trigger button, and to drop them, all you gotta do is press the move button. So you can hold it and just kind of fling and press the move button, you toss things out of the way. Fire all the guns, you guessed it, the trigger button. Now, if I didn't mention before, and if you didn't know, you need Move controllers for this baby. You can play the non-VR version with a DualShock 4, but you need Move controllers for the VR version. Now, does the gameplay hold up? Is it amazing on a PlayStation VR? It definitely is. Now, I played this on a Rift before and loved it, and had the exact same feeling, if not even a better feeling, because I got to do the story for the first time ever on the PlayStation VR, and boy, is it a phenomenal experience. If you're on the fence because you don't think the gameplay is going to be all that, or that it's all there, it works. It really, really, really works. They did a great job aiming down sights. It's not not aiming down sights, but you have to kind of look, and you can, where you aim and where you look is where the bullet's gonna go. I mean, it really does a great job of doing that, so you can plan your attack and kind of play each level a bit like a puzzle rather than just the normal shooter, which is awesome. I honestly, I can't preach enough about the gameplay, but as you all know, there is no perfect thing in the world, and sure, there were a couple issues. Now, every now and again, my hands would just fly all over the place, but the thing is, if I would just hold the reset button, I'd be good to go. Also, sometimes when I would move way too quick, and when I say sometimes, in 2 hours of playing, it probably happened 4 times, the camera would just lock at a point, and then it would just come back really quick, which sometimes led to me just dying for no reason. But hey, you're having so much fun, it's easy to just kind of move past that. Also, like I said, with the visuals, they're not perfect. I mean, there's so much going on and you're having so much fun that you're hardly even gonna realize it, but they are not perfect. And it's jaggies every now and again, and some levels do seem a bit crisper than others, but it might just because you're so into that level. I don't know. We're gonna see with the Pro patch soon, and we'll do an update in the news and I'll tell you all about it. Now, motion sickness is something people worry about. I have a buddy that gets motion sick all the time with all kinds of games. I let him play the Superhot this afternoon and it blew his mind. He did not get sick at all. He had the most wonderful time. So if you're worried about getting sick, I promise you, you're not. When he was playing Farpoint with me and we pushed off a ledge, he got sick from that. So you guys, I promise you, you're fine with this one. Now, if you sit down, I've heard that it is possible to play if you can't stand and play, but it's not perfect because you can't reach everything, and sometimes you gotta you're in an awkward dodge and duck position, but it's possible 100%. And I don't think that if sitting is your only option to play, you should rid yourself of the Superhot experience because you're still gonna have a great time. All right, now really quick, a lot of people mentioned that they had some tracking issues, and I had absolutely no tracking issues whatsoever. Like I said, maybe every now and again the thing would shoot out of the place, but and life happens. And way I got perfect tracking is with my setup. Now I'm gonna show you the setup. All right, hey there, this is my setup. I have it on a tripod, as you can see. You don't need the table if you got the tripod, really. And it's at eye level, and that way when I'm aiming down sights, it's perfectly lined up with the ball. Now, my camera is on a little Joby Gorilla Pod, and that way I can move it any angle I want, and it's super, super easy to do. I highly recommend it. It fits right on the top of them. All right, now on top of the VR version, we gotta talk about the non-VR version because a lot of people are asking about that and wondering about that and wondering if it's worth their money. Now, I think it's great. They have all these extra features in the non-VR version, and it actually has a storyline to it. It's very, very compelling and interesting, and it'll get you kind of hooked and wrapped into. Also, there's full locomotion, and you can jump, so you really get to have to move around your character. Plus, it's crystal clear on your television and beautiful looking. So, I mean, why not check it out if you got the funds laying around, or if you grab the bundle, which is $10 less than if you were to grab them separately. Now, both of these games are $24.99. If you're getting it for some reason before it launches because you just got lucky, you got 20% off. But for the most part, these babies are $25 each. And I certainly do think that they are worth $25. This is one of the most amazing VR experiences. Anybody you ask is going to say that this is the most innovative VR shooter. It really is something else that you have to just kind of experience to understand and witness. And I promise you, we're not lying to you. This baby is great and it works, and you're gonna jump back to it all the time because on top of the normal game, there was an endless mode, there was a challenge mode, there was a single bullet mode, there's a fist only mode. There is there are like 5-6 modes plus like 30 trophies if that's what you're into. So I promise you, you're gonna have a great time and you're really gonna get your money worth from this game. Also, non-VR version, there really is a lot to do, and let's say you just want to kick it back on the couch for an afternoon and play a little Superhot. I think it's great to have that as an option as well because it's a fun game, and it's also, like I said, $24.99, so I do think it's worth it with all the little extras that they got and fun little stuff for you. Now, verdict, what do you think? I love this game. I think it's amazing. I think it is a must-have for any PlayStation VR owner, any VR owner, to be honest, now that it's on most platforms. Superhot from the Superhot team is a fantastic shooter with honestly pretty solid visuals, amazing audio, next level gameplay, and no sickness and very little tracking and any kind of issues. It's worth the money, and with the pro patch coming, I'm sure it's only gonna get better. So hey, I can't tell you what you do with your money, but the thing is, this game is top notch. Now, thank you all for coming through. You're beautiful, the most amazing audience on the world. I love you all. I hope you're doing well. Give yourselves a round of applause, a thumbs up, and if you think I deserve one, hey, throw me one as well. But more important than all of that is that if you want to stay up to date on everything PlayStation VR and you don't mind this ugly mug, friggin' subscribe. I mean, come on. Smooches, you're great. Superhot. You ready to play? Show your dedication. Now, what do you think you got to do in this, baby? There's no one around. How can I be dedicated? Uh-oh. Oh, super hot.